And we are off. It is the Get Loud podcast presented by SeatGeek, the official ticketing partner of the Washington Commanders. That is Fred Smoot. I'm Michael Jenkins. Smoot, what's going on, man?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. Free agency in the air. Can you smell it?
Oh, my God. How crazy was Monday, by the way?
Well, first of all, I think it's an oxymoron to talk about legal tampering.
Right.
All right. Tampering means to disarm something or change it, to sabotage it. Mm-hmm. How can I legally sabotage my own team? So I just think they need to word that kind of different.
Yes.
And just say early bird, something. Because really what you're saying is you can talk to me early now so I can verbally agree.
Exactly.
To sign with you next week.
Yes.
Legally. So that's all I'm saying.
It's all right.
And so it's back and forth oxymoron to me because tampering, that's never good. Like, is there such thing as good tampering?
It's not tampering.
Yeah.
It's part of the process, and then it will become official. So we're going to talk about the potential signings that this team has brought in, these free agents, and it will become official. All this right now is per reports, but we got to get into this.
So is this just like the engagement, like when you get engaged?
Yes.
When you marry?
Before it's official.
Before we walk down the aisle together?
Yes.
We're engaged. You know, I'm the type guy stay engaged for like 6 years.
Will
to
you
make
come
sure
play?
it works.
Will you come play for the Washington Commanders?
Yes, I will.
I will.
I will.
I will. And then you set a date, and the official date's coming up.
But I could do like J.G. McKissick and say, psych, I ain't coming. So
that does happen.
That happens now.
Let's start on the defensive side of the football here. And these, again, not official yet. They will be.
Yeah, but not now.
The Boa from Samoa. Frankie Luvu. You talk about a dude, you said it.
Yeah.
Swap
paint. The other team's color, all over him out there game. Like physical in the A gap, B gap, sideline to sideline, can blitz way better than you think he is. Pretty good in coverage. And from what I hear in Carolina, heart and soul of that defense. When I start to hear that, me as an ex-defensive player, I know now he's bringing more to the table than just physical play. He's bringing leadership. He's actually helping guys out. He's actually being the voice in the locker room. And that's what you want to put him beside Jamin Davis, who I think going to have a just blowout year in this defense. I think that's where you start it. You start blocks, building blocks. Team players that's going to be here for the next 5-6 years. That's what I think we got in the first day of free agency.
When you talk about Jamin Davis, how much does it help a young guy like that when you bring in someone like this who is going to set a standard?
Well, a guy like that been there, done that. And like you said, set the standard. This is where we're going to play it. Nobody's playing under here. Right? We're going to play at this level. I'm going to hold you accountable. All right? Because I think he's going to be the starting middle linebacker. All right? And now you got him playing the wheel out of Sam. Now I think it allows him to free up. Because the thing about it is when you communicate on defense, especially in that middle, especially when you talk about that linebacking core. I've watched London Fletcher let loose a Marcus Washington. I watched London Fletcher let loose a Rocket McIntosh and put them in plays and gaps that they shouldn't have been in to make a play because they study so much and they so ahead of the chains. It helps everybody out. So this Luvu signing is more than just linebacker help. This is defense's help. This is team help. And I think guys don't know him because he ain't your Patrick Queen, a guy like that that's been in the light. He's been there, and he's been doing his job at a high level.
All this stuff is moving so quickly. Just before we got on the set here, Cleveland Farrell signing with the team or going to sign with the team. Then you've got Dorrance Armstrong from the Cowboys. And so I like that Dan Quinn is bringing in some guys that he knows and also some guys that can help at need positions because edge is one of those positions.
Well, first of all, we needed players, right? And what we got is starters, and that's what you want right now. I'm filling all these blanks in with starters, all right? And speaking of defense, you literally got Armstrong. This is a guy that hasn't fulfilled his potential yet. It's a guy that just strapping the surface, played like 40% of the snaps in Dallas, still had 8 sacks. So they're telling you he takes advantage of his time on the field. So, and it tells you, how good can you be? That's the good question when it comes to a guy like Armstrong. Now, bringing him in, what does that do? I don't have to learn a new defense. He already knows the defense. He can help the other players learn the defense quicker. So that's why you love to bring guys that been there, done that, especially inside of this defense, because it helps everybody evolve and move faster and grow in this defense.
Offensively, Austin Eckler.
Eckler.
How about this?
Yes.
And I like Look, this is a guy who's banged up last year, but a couple seasons ago led the NFL in combined touchdowns, rushing and receiving, because he can do everything out of the backfield. And I feel like when you look at Zach Ertz, when you look at Tyler Biadasz, some of these guys are in place to potentially help a rookie quarterback.
I was just finna say it, Jinx.
Yep.
Biadasz is going to be the best signing for a rookie quarterback. He makes all the line calls. He's going to help him speed up his train of thought, speed up his play calling. If you want to protect the quarterback, start with protecting him with a center. All right, and that's what we did. And not only did we get Biadasz, one of the better centers in the league,
he's very good.
We robbed him from the Cowboys. We weakened them.
It's true.
We weakened them by strengthening ourselves. All right, another way to protect the quarterback, tight end. All right, get easy throws. All right, a tight end is easy throws across the middle, first down, chain movers, guys that change games. Zach Ertz will be that. It's Austin Eckler. I think we're not going to ask him to do as much as the Chargers asked him to do. He's going to be a quarterback's dream, a running back out the backfield that can catch the ball, a running back that can pass protect and pass pro. Like, that's what he brings to the table. And now you got that thunder and lightning with him and B-Rob.
I was going to say.
So now I think it just is setting whoever that quarterback is up. It's setting him up for success, and this is how you do it. A guy like Colin Farrell, it's a guy that went top 5 in his draft. Haven't quite lived up to that, but guess what? Great rotational guy to have in here. Was with the 49ers, played a lot of playoff ball. I think we're starting to build this roster slowly but surely.
And what I love, too, is that we are seeing these contracts being doled out, but we're not overspending. These are fair deals that are not going to penalize the team.
And not in the long run.
Right.
But getting building blocks. Like, think about it. Besides Austin Eckler, and I don't know how much they want out of Zach Ertz, but beside those two, I think everybody else is legit starters, right?
Yeah.
So now you're filling in these gaps. You're filling in the gap at the end. You're filling in the offensive line gap. People continuously forget about one Samuel Cosme. Right? And we had one building block on that line. It was him.
It's true.
Now you got him and Biadasz. And don't forget about, I forgot his name, Allegra, who we just signed from.
I knew you were talking about.
The other guard. So inside, we solidified the inside of the offensive line. Now, the only thing you have to worry about is the tackles. So the quarterback, the new quarterback, is protected from the inside out right now. And all we need is get some tackles in here to really protect his blind side.
Doesn't it feel a little bit different now that sort of the slate has been wiped clean as far as having a cap, having new ownership, and how this team is being built? Because I feel like in years past it was, let's make a big splash, let's spend all of our money on a dude or two, and now
on a Hainsworth.
Yes, that's who I was. That's what I was gonna. That's what I was thinking in my head, and now it's gonna be done different.
No, now he's going out getting quality players and quality people, and he's not spending. You said it right. Not spending it all in one wad. Not saying, all right, we're gonna put $200 million or $150 million in one player and expect him to go win us the Super Bowl. We're not there yet. As much as I want to get in the Brian Burns sweepstakes, we're not a pass rusher away.
Right.
You got to understand timing and where you at in the process. And we're at the beginning of the process. And I like what Peter said. I'm not finna go out here and just spend money just to spend it. Like, that's not going to help us in the long run. And also, some of these positions will still be shadowed with a younger person behind them. Like, some of these veterans were brought here to masterfully help the guys behind him that's going to get drafted.
Yeah.
There's no doubt in my mind we're probably going to end up still drafting a tight end because we got Ertz to teach him how to be a pro. There's no doubt in my mind we're going to still draft a D-end, but we got D-ends here to teach these guys how to be pros. So I think it's just starting, and that's why I'm excited about it.
Oh, I am too. We're going to pay some bills. We got so much to talk.
Bills.
Let's pay these bills, and we start with Honda. You have to explore the sophisticated, sleek look of the CR-V Hybrid and Accord Hybrid, Honda's most powerful electrifying vehicles yet. Conquer the unpaved road in one of Honda's rugged SUVs and trucks like the Pilot Trail Sport, Honda's most capable SUV ever, or experience the thrilling performance of the fun-to-drive Honda Civic with an available turbocharged engine. Get power, performance, and ruggedness with Honda. Find the Honda perfect for you at your Washington area Honda dealer today. And Recycle Track Systems, transforming the way commercial businesses and communities manage waste and recycling. They combine the power of AI with premium customer service service to optimize waste pickup schedules, ensuring timely and efficient collections to keep our neighborhoods cleaner and
greener.
Visit RTS.com to learn more about how we can help your business manage waste more responsibly. And speaking of these free agents, we're going to have Free Agent Fridays.
Ah, sounds good. Just comes off the tongue.
We're going to bring in these free agents here on the show.
Yeah.
So make sure you stick around for that. A new guy each and every week, maybe multiple
so
guys.
you can get to know them.
Yeah.
Like, because the one thing scary about free agency, you've been at one place your whole career, and now you have to go learn a new city, learn a new coaching staff, learn a new locker room. Like, people think it's just easy to up and move your life to a whole nother side of the country and then continue to play. So I think it takes time and patience. That's why Free Agent Friday, we're going to give y'all a chance to know them and them a chance to know you.
Yeah, and leave us a comment in the comment section. Let us know who you want to see, some questions you might have, and maybe we can get those on as well.
Yeah.
You know who has no problems paying his bills?
I don't.
Kirk Cousins.
Listen to me.
This is a first ballot Hall of Famer getting paid.
Hey, first of all, he is what I call the bag man.
God
all right,
bless.
listen to me. $400 million. And it started here, where I think after that first time that we hit him with the
franchise tag, right?
Franchise tag, I think he decided that day, I will never work in the NFL again unless it's all guaranteed money.
Oh,
listen to me. He's brilliant. I want to do Wolf of Wall Street 2 with Kirk Cousins starting as the Wolf. He is the Wolf. I'm sorry.
I mean,
I congratulate this man.
Yes.
All I can say,
hey, get your money. Get your money.
Kirk Cousins, one playoff win. You understand me? Kirk Cousins has one more playoff win than I do.
In his career.
Bag man. Bag man.
He's getting $50 million guaranteed from the Falcons. And by the way, he's going to turn 36 coming off an Achilles injury.
Listen.
And now he's going to have a lot of weapons down there.
Kirk Cousins can sell water to a whale. All right? Kirk Cousins can talk a zebra out his stripes. If it sit there and chat, I put my name on there. Because this dude is about check cash. And you know he's frugal.
Oh.
He don't spend anything.
He shops at Kohl's.
Like, listen to me. I wouldn't be shocked 5 years from now if Kirk Cousins said, I'm finna start an expansion team in Seattle Supersonics. I'm bringing them back.
He could be an investor.
All my money. Just my money. Don't need nobody else. Just me, Kirk Cousins. All right, listen, my favorite cousin, and I say this with all due respect, I have never seen a quarterback accomplish less and be more paid.
You're not wrong.
Think about if you're a Super Bowl winning quarterback and you looking. Lamar just got paid.
Right.
He ain't paid like Kirk.
No.
He ain't paid like Kirk. Like, brilliant, man. Masterful.
I don't know how he does it. Is he going to work? He is definitely an upgrade in Atlanta. There's no question about that. And in a weaker division.
First of all, they will win that division.
Yeah.
Hands down. Bijan Robinson, best running back in the division. Kyle Pitts, best tight end in the division. Mike Evans is the best wide receiver, but Drake London is not too far back.
He's going to have a big year.
Kirk Cousins instantly installs himself best quarterback in the division. They have the best offensive line in that division. They will win. 10, 11 games easily. Yeah. But the question ain't with Kirk, are they going to the playoffs? What happens afterwards?
Right.
That's going to be the big thing with Kirk. But luckily, he does it again. He's in a fan base in Atlanta who's used to being treated like nothing. So getting to the playoffs is enough.
That's a good point.
Getting to the playoffs in Atlanta will be enough. He won't win a championship.
No.
But, boy, Kirk, you are today's man of the year.
I'll tell you what, when he goes to bed at night, he just, grabs a little bit more money and puts it on his back it feels good.
Listen to me. He probably just got dollar bills where the tissue used to be at. Just, just roll out dollar bills out there. Who cares? I like the way the green feels against my skin. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, listen, timing. And people got to realize he was picked, 4th, 5th round?
I think it was second round pick.
No, because RG3 was the first round
I guess
pick.
was he a third rounder? He definitely was the first round. He was RG3.
Yeah, so he was picked as a backup only to just succeed in ways nobody ever gave Kurt a chance to.
Isn't that crazy?
No, that shows you life. When people count you out or your situation don't look like you think it should, I feel like it should, just keep on working. Keep on grinding, and when that time comes and that chance comes, you got to seize the moment. That's what Kirk did. Kirk seized the moment, all right? And I cannot fault him for that. But the Falcons are a better team now, and the Vikings are just.
Oh yeah.
You're like, if you're Justin Jefferson, how you feel today?
I've seen so many memes online of Justin Jefferson like crying. Not him actually, but just someone running away, like scared to death. Like who they signed Sam Darnold.
When you sign
most famous for seeing ghosts.
Yes, he did. He saw him on the field. I don't know what's out there. I don't know what's ghosts out there, but they got to be playing with like 13 players on the field. Like, I understand where Sam was coming from, but if you're Minnesota right now, like, are you in the J.J. McCarthy sweepstakes?
Maybe.
Because that's where you're picking at.
Yeah.
And J.J. is flying up the board. We see this every year, though. We see this every year. Trey Lance fly up the board. Every year we see Zach Wilson throw a 70-yard pass, and now he flying up the board. And I looked at people and said, no, Zach Wilson has quarterback face, but Zach Wilson is a normal name. I know 3 Zach Wilsons, all right? All of them stink at football.
Do you really?
I know
you can tell me anything. I'll be like, is that true?
I know a couple Zacharies.
Zach Wilson is not it's a pretty common name.
It's so common.
Yes.
So if you tell me Zach Wilson is finna lead us to a championship, I'd be like, no, he's not. Like, Zach Wilson's not. And it's not because he can't play.
He's going to show you a home on Redfin later.
But his name is too regular. But I do got quarterback face.
Yeah.
Sexy man. But guess what? Name, man. I keep telling people.
So I have to ask you about Saquon.
Yeah.
Because not only did he leave, he's playing within the same division, which is crazy to me. I like this signing for the Eagles because he's going from an offensive line that stunk and has stunk.
Yes.
And if you look a little bit deeper into the metrics, the Eagles' offensive line,
has been the best.
Been one of the best. Exactly.
It scares me. When I seen it happen, you know how a baby just turn over and start beating up the mattress?
Yeah.
Punching the air when nobody's there. That was me yesterday when Saquon said,
oh, yeah?
Just heartbroken. Because the rich get richer. All right?
Yeah.
He's a Pennsylvania native. So it's going to be some pride there. All right?
That's true.
Now, when we play the Philadelphia Eagles, who are you going to stop?
No, he has dudes around him.
That's what I'm telling you. You got A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert.
Jalen, I mean.
The quarterback can run. The running back can catch. Like, they have no weakness right now. Not on offense. On offense, the Philadelphia Eagles are as scary as any team in the NFL. Because I know of the defense. Think about it. We just played Saquon with the Giants when he was the only threat. We could not stop him.
Yeah.
We could not stop him. The whole game plan is Daniel Jones stinks. We need to stop Saquon Barkley.
That was the game plan.
That was the game plan by every team in the NFL. And they could not stop him. And now you think we're going to stop him now? Scary, scary, scary. I thought that one was scary. I thought, even though the Giants ain't did much right, that Brian Burns and Thibodeau coming off each edge,
trouble.
That's going to be scary. I ain't trying to say it's Michael Strahan, Osi Umenyiora.
Oh, right.
But it's going to be scary. Now, the other team, the only team that didn't do nothing because they ain't got no money is the Dallas Cowboys. Right? They sit back there and we're just ripping them apart. Right?
They're just having to restructure contracts right now.
We're ripping them apart slowly. They wanted to hire Joe Witt. No, you're not. All right? Not only did we take your defensive coordinator and make him our head coach, we took your candidate for defensive coordinator and made him ours. We took your starting center. We took your rotational rusher.
You sound like a preacher. I love it.
We took your soul. All right? So while you are slowly deteriorating, we're taking all that and we're getting better. We're getting better. We're getting better. So I feel good at where we at. All right? I feel very good. I feel better than I think New York Giants fans feel. I feel better than Dallas Cowboys fans, but you know they are oblivious to any truth. All right? They don't care. But Philadelphia continues to be Philadelphia. But Fletcher Cox retiring.
Yep.
the best center, Kelsey, of all time, retired.
No doubt.
Will have effect on you. Now I want to see now. We're going to see next year the truth about the tush push. Was it all Kelsey?
He was a lot of it.
Was this Jalen Hurts at his finest? But we will see this year.
I can't believe I missed this. On Command Center, you guys were talking about questions at the Combine, and you claimed that in an emergency situation, you could land a plane.
I could.
And a lot of the people in the comments believe you. Can you do that?
Because it's true. I'm cool and calm under pressure. They've seen me work under pressure with millions of people watching me.
Okay.
I am very intelligent to the point that I know aerodynamics and how a plane operates. What you need to understand is a plane, upon takeoff, that's why they get as high as they can, only to continue to drop. Rest of the time, we're dropping. Mm-hmm. You don't understand it. We're not flying. The curvature of the earth, we're flying the hump, and we're dropping the rest of the next 2 hours. We're getting closer back to the ground. So myself, all we need to do is glide, baby. We need to glide. First of all, I can't get in the cockpit and do nothing hasty.
Have you ever flown a plane?
No, but I have been. I do got a homeboy that's a private pilot. So I'll be with him.
Okay.
He'll call me for one day moves. Hey, Fred, heading to Miami tonight. You want to get in? Yes, I do. And if in chance that he just faints while we up there, it's time for me to take over. Han Solo style. All right? And what I am going to do is I'm good at problem solving.
Okay.
I'm going to figure this problem out. Now, you got to understand. Now, the cockpit is so electronically ran right now, all I got to do is not mess it up. All I got to do is not mess it up.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
We're talking a Cessna versus a 747.
Yeah, I understand. Bigger plane.
You could still do like a jet plane.
All I'm saying is once I get up there and I realize, let's just say, hypothetically, I'm on my way flying to Atlanta. The pilot gets sick and pass out.
Okay.
And they like, anybody in the back can fly. Yes. Yes. So ain't nobody gonna stand up? So I guess it's me. I got it. I'm gonna go up there.
Okay.
First of all, disactivate the autopilot.
Yeah.
All right? I'm gonna keep the autopilot on as long as possible because it ain't flying the plane I'm worried about. It's landing the plane.
Oh, that's the thing.
Gotta keep the nose up. Gotta understand how we're dropping. And gotta understand if I don't feel like I can land on something hard, I got to land on something soft. Water. All right?
Do you think you could glide a plane down on water?
I think I could glide a plane down. I just think I got that cool, calm, and collectedness to get that done. I really do. I think all of my years of watching Captain Kirk be, interstellar, I think it really.
So I just want to clarify. You think years of watching Star Trek and the USS Enterprise has prepared you for landing a 747 potentially?
The Enterprise flies in space. Do you think it's hard to fly in space, G?
Yes, I do.
You think it's
yes.
to fly on Earth? No, all I'm saying is, if I'm on the plane, people, you in good hands. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is pray for us. But we gonna get there because I refuse to give up. One, I ain't gonna give up.
Okay.
Two, I'm gonna do everything in my power to try to get us on this ground. That's what I can promise you. All right. So, what about you? You think you can land a plane, or you won't even try?
I would try, and we would crash.
Why? All right. Think about this.
I don't know what I'm doing landing a plane. I'll tell you this: if it were a small plane, a very small plane, and I had some headgear on, and I had, I was going to say mission control, but you had like an air traffic controller saying, okay, do this, talking me through it. Yeah. I feel like I could do it. But a jetliner?
First of all, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar flew a plane.
In airplane?
Yeah. So as representing the football world, I think I can too. And I think the thing is, think about it. What do we know about a plane? If we push this down, the nose of the plane dips.
Yeah.
If we pull it back,
go up.
All right. We know those two things. All right? We know the nose of this plane need to be headed that way. Mm-hmm. All right? So the first thing I'm going to do is get in there.
Getting to see. There was a guy in Florida who did this.
I know it.
You remember this?
Listen, that's why I'm telling you. I'm one of those guys eligible to do this. I'm sorry. I'm the type guy, if if an apartment building on fire and you need to drop your baby 4 flights, it's me that need to catch you.
Soft hands.
Sponsored by Pampers. All right, very soft. All right, I can do certain things because of my athletic ability, but also because I'm not afraid. Because most people gonna be like, I'm afraid to fly this plane, not because they can't.
Right.
They gonna be like, I'm afraid. Not me. I know I'm sure they got a book in there to kind of tell you some stuff too. I can speed read it right quick. I'm gonna find my ways to get it done. All I'm saying is, give up. I won't.
If there were a house fire, I'd be like, Smoot, catch that baby. I'm going to go call for help.
Yeah,
that would be my job.
And I'd just be catching babies. just off the roof, just catching babies. I'm fine with that. Like, somebody got to step up. Like, I have always asked myself, like, when situations happen, what are you going to do? Not too long ago, me and my girls, we like to walk around the lake.
Okay.
We're walking around the lake, talking trash to each other.
Okay.
And I see this just through my peripheral, because I'm a defensive back. I see this kid in a little, electric little Jeep.
Okay.
And he's getting closer and closer to the lake. Just closer and closer. And I'm like, this don't look good. By the time he literally hits the lake, I just take off running. So my daughter's like, what is he doing? Jump in the water, grab the kid.
Really?
Grab the power wheel, and gets him out.
Okay.
But the thing was, if I would have waited, no telling what would have happened to the
That's true.
kid. So at the end of the day, like, it's just see it, go get it. I'm used to that as an athlete. Respond to what you see.
Yeah.
React to what you see. And I think that's what athletes do. I think we react without thinking. Like, while most people sitting there thinking, I'm seeing him not being able to stop. So I'm like, this is not going in good.
Oh, man.
So now I got to go ahead and use this speed, knowing my feet bad.
Man, when I worked in Austin,
Yeah.
this is when I knew I would never win Employee of the Month ever. Wow. Because one afternoon, we were on, it was Highway 183 in Austin, and we were in the news vehicle. John Fisher, he was my photographer, and there was a car in front of us, lost control.
Yeah.
That hit the side of like the barrier and then spun out. Car caught on fire.
My
right?
God.
I swear to God.
Yeah.
So we get him out, pull him away. I get him away from the car. People are calling 911. And then so he was okay. I was like, who do I need to call? We're gonna get you an ambulance. Yeah. Who do I need to call? And he gives me his daughter's number. So I call his daughter. I'm like, hey, your dad's been acting. He's okay. We got him out. He's a little shaken up. He's going to be all right. So we got authorities and everything. So 2 or 3 weeks later, Employee of the Month time, I'm like,
you going to get it.
We got this wrapped up.
Yeah.
No.
You shouldn't have.
And I thought, well, guess what?
Yeah.
I'm never getting Employee of the Month.
You went on the clock.
And you know what? I didn't.
Yeah,
I never.
You can't want Employee of the Month for that.
If you can't win for that, what can you win for?
Hey, listen. All you need to do is go to church that Sunday and tell Lynn what happened. Mm-hmm. And everybody would have stand up and say, won't he do it? Yes, he will. And that's what they would have gave Jinx all the love he needed for doing it. I'm sure that father thanks you. I'm sure that family thanks you. Listen, when I say the kid out the pond, the daddy just looked at me. Didn't even thank me.
Didn't he say anything?
The mama thanked me. But I'm sure she was looking at him like, just a coward. I'm sure she was looking at him.
Where were you?
Yeah, and it took Flash to come over here. And
Flash.
It took me to run over there, but she had a look of disgust on her face when she looked at him. That's all I needed.
The look of disgust.
The look of disgust, because I'm sure she like, why didn't you take off running?
Right.
Instead of him. So I'm fine. Like, sometimes you don't need that pat on the back.
Right.
You are Employee of the Month. I'm going to give you Employee of the Month.
I just couldn't. I'm like, if I can't win it for this,
you went on the clock, Jinx.
I was on the clock.
Yeah.
I was in a news rig with my photographer going out to shoot a story. I was even on the clock.
You was a part of the story.
Oh, I guess that's true.
You was a part of the story and did not even know it, dude. Come on, man. You got to get more love than that.
I pay those bills.
All right. Get Loud Podcast is brought to you by Bet365. Official sport betting partner of the Washington Commanders. Bet on a range of NFL markets with the best Bet365 app. Craft your own personalized bet slips with Parlay. Access thousands of games with live streaming. Place your bet before the match, during the game. It's up to you. Download Bet365 app today and join 80 million members worldwide. Age 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Virginia. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. MWAA. We don't travel to escape life. We travel so life don't escape us. We dream of any place in the world. And in a blink of an eye, we're there. That's the wonder of flight. All you have to do is decide where to. Dulles International Airport. Let your imagination soar. Book your adventure today at flydulles.com/nonstop. Bills paid.
Beautiful. Bills paid.
Feel like the first of the month when we're paying them bills.
Yeah.
As a grown man, do you feel like robbed at the first of the month? Like,
yes, I do. I don't like being an adult. I hate being an adult.
Yeah, it hurts, right?
It does.
I remember when parents used to be like, boy, you don't know. And guess what? We 16 with a mustache.
Like this guy.
Just trying to look old. And, I know what I need. I know what my life going to be. Thank you, Mom, for showing me all that love them years. And knowing that I was ignorant.
Mom knows.
Like, listen,
Mom
man,
knows.
Mom knows. Like, don't you hate when Mom always write about the girl you dating?
Yes.
It really burns, right? Because it shows you know nothing.
This is the first time in my life, my current girlfriend, I'm 50. This is the first time in my life that my mom has been like, that's the one for you.
Wow.
I swear to God. I swear to God. Every other time, she's been like, she's nice. She's all right. This is the first time she's like, now this is what I'm talking about.
Every time I be like, hey,
swear.
Mom, I want to introduce you to Carol. No. All right? I be like, oh, okay. Mom, I want to introduce you to Susie. No. So it got to a point as the only child, I was like, does this have to do with just me and you?
It's personal?
Yeah, but then I realized I'm 0 for 100 when it comes to dating and marriage. So maybe she right.
Maybe Mom's onto something.
Maybe she right.
I have to ask you. I cannot wait to get your take on Jake Paul versus 57-year-old Mike Tyson. Not Iron Mike from the late 80s, early 90s.
We know this. Here go the thing, Jinx.
Okay.
If I bust in the old folks' home right now.
Right.
And jumped on 2 old veterans, beat them up, and called you and said, I just beat up 2 70-year-old men. You wouldn't give me no love and no props for that.
None.
I don't think Jake Paul can get any love from beating up a 60-year-old man. All right, if Mike wins, he'll probably have 4 more fights.
There's no way he's gonna win.
He is. Listen, when somebody is a highly skilled at some art,
yes,
I don't mess with them in that art. I don't care how old they are.
Right.
Like right now, I would not go to a dojo and pick on somebody's sensei that's 70 years old. He will beat me up.
Right.
When I'm out now, like just at a bar or something, and I see a dude like just chilling with a cauliflower ear.
Uh-oh. That's a
I'm not messing.
Stay away.
I'm not messing
Stay
with him.
away.
He can be 50, 60.
Right.
He is wired different. All right? He's wired different. I'm not dealing with him. The question ain't, can Jake Paul land some punches on Mike? I got a feeling Mike can eat those punches. And the question is, can Jake Paul eat Mike's punches? Because he ain't going to connect 50 times, but them 3 or 4? I could not take a punch from Mike Tyson right now.
I agree, but here's the thing. With Mike, more than any other boxer ever, there's an aura around him, right? Because if you watched him come up, people, you could see the fear in their eyes when Mike stepped into the ring.
Yes.
Remember how he used to come into the ring? There's no music, just a boom.
Hey, first of all, wearing a washcloth.
Yes.
Yes, cut up washcloth.
He came in, and you could see the fear in another boxer's eyes saying, this guy's going to kill me.
Yes.
This guy's going to kill. And that has resonated for so long. Mike Tyson last July was walking around, New York City with a cane because of sciatica.
He also owns pigeons. That don't stop him. At the end of the day, this man is an animal.
He is. But you know what? It's like, it reminds me of Tiger Woods. Every time Tiger's on the course, you think Tiger's going to win, right? Because it's Tiger. But then you realize this isn't Tiger from 20 years ago.
No, this Tiger has fell down a mountain.
Yes.
Messed his hip up, back up. I understand. But Mike Tyson, man. Like I said, can Jake Paul eat the punch? That's the question. Because you're going to get hit.
I want to see him go down. I want Mike to win. Don't get me wrong.
Everybody wants to see Jake Paul go down. He's like the Joker that nobody likes right now.
Correct.
Everybody wants to see him go down, but he just wins. Jake Paul just a winner in life. I know people hate it because he talk trash.
He does train like an actual boxer. I give him credit for that. He does.
He's one of those guys that everybody praying for his downfall. It just won't happen. But this might. The question is, can he eat the punch? That's where I'm going to land at.
Right.
Can he eat the punch? I know he going to connect with Mike a couple of times. I got a feeling Mike going to, dance. And I like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Give me more than that. But I want to see the match. And is this where we at? That boxing has failed so low before, when it comes to like the UFC, and it's eating boxing alive.
Great boxing matches are rare now. Truly great boxing matches.
Because I think the heavyweights are not there. Like the welterweights are there, the smaller guys are there, but boxing at its finest when it's heavyweights. So the only thing I can say is we know if Jake Paul starts to get a leverage on Mike, he gonna bite him. You don't think so?
Mike?
Yeah. He gonna bite him.
I think he's just...
What's the over-under in Vegas that somebody gonna get bit?
Half a bite.
Somebody
Either one or none.
Listen to me. Somebody is going to get bit. It's just, this fight will not just be boxing, masterful. It's shenanigans.
Right.
Something gonna happen.
And that's the thing. If Jake Paul wants to fight Nate Robinson, if he wants to fight a UFC guy.
He knocked Nate out.
I ain't
seen Nate since.
Nate went to sleep.
Listen to me. Nate has not shown himself on Earth. I don't even know if he still live on Earth. He ain't showed his face again.
It's true. And here's if you're Jake Paul, listen, if you're trying to make a buck, which is what he's trying to do, make a buck. But don't act like, put it out there like, I'm going to face the greatest of all. 30 years later, if you want to box, be a boxer. But right now, he's just a celebrity boxer going after the cash.
That's what he is.
That's it.
And guess what? That's where boxing at. Yeah, that's where boxing at. Got to let it ride. Got to let it be what it's going to be.
Let me talk to you about Honda before we play our game, Goated.
All right, please do.
That Anna came up with. I'm excited about this. Guys, you got to explore the sophisticated, sleek look of this CR-V Hybrid and Accord Hybrid from Honda, their most powerful electrifying vehicles yet. Conquer the unpaved road in one of Honda's rugged SUVs and trucks like the Pilot Trail Sport, Honda's most capable SUV ever, or experience the thrilling performance of the fun-to-drive Honda Civic with an available turbocharged engine. Get power, performance, and ruggedness with Honda. Find the Honda perfect for you. See your local Washington area Honda dealer today. And you guys know the drill when it comes to SeatGeek.
I do.
Ooh, the official ticketing partner of the Washington Commanders. The deal is finalized. They are the newest member of the Commanders family. If you haven't heard the name yet, get used to it because you will keep hearing it, and rightfully so. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Commanders games or any other live event in the DMV, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek, the new official ticketing partner of the Washington Commanders, so Commanders fans can fan.
They got to come on and just tune in to see that mustache. That's a work of art right there. That's a Burt Reynolds classic right there.
My girlfriend says she loves it, and I'm like, I gotta shave this thing. She's like, I like it. I'm like, I don't know.
She wants you to be Daniel Boone, the outdoorsman.
I guess so. I have my raccoon hat with a tail.
Hey, man, that's a hell of a mustache right there. That's a mustache.
Mustache.
A mustache.
This is Goated.
All right.
So, I don't know what is in these cards.
All right.
But apparently, I'm going to pull up a subject, maybe a player, whatever, a song, and you tell me what is the greatest of all time when it comes to this subject. Is that right, Anna? Mm-hmm. Oh, we're going to do both? All right. All right, we're going to do both?
All right.
You mean start?
Yeah, go start.
Opponents. Who is the greatest opponent that you've ever faced?
It's deep. The greatest opponent I ever faced, and he is the GOAT, myself. And this is why, Jinx, this is why.
The man in the mirror.
The man in the mirror. It's always the man in the mirror. Because we can do anything and accomplish anything, but who gets in our way the most? We do. Young Fred Smoot got in my way. All right, so
I like this answer.
Yeah, I'm just telling you now. At the end of the day, young Fred Smoot was the greatest opponent I had to beat. Goated. Washington quarterbacks. Who is the greatest Washington quarterback of all time?
Both of us?
Yeah.
Oh, do you want to go back?
You go as far as you want to.
You want to go Sonny?
SJ9. It's hard to beat. This is what I say. All right, because we had a couple of different guys win. Like Mark Rippon had a hell of a season.
He did.
But I think Joe Theismann to me, if he doesn't get hurt, he would have been the longest standing guy that had the job. And what people don't forget about Joe Theismann, Joe used to return punts. You know Joe averaged like 5 yards a punt return.
I did not know that.
Now you do.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, Joe Theismann. That's my guy. Joseph. You know I like anybody named Joe.
You called it.
Yeah.
Goated, as you said. College football coaches.
My coach, Jackie Sherrill.
Oh, you want Jackie Sherrill?
Jackie Sherrill.
Oh.
Don't forget, Jackie Sherrill won a national championship at Pitt with Dan Marino.
That's right.
And those guys brought Texas A&M from the ashes, brought Mississippi State to that level. Jackie Wayne Sherrill. You understand me?
Oh, you went middle name.
Jackie Wayne Sherrill. All right, and if we want to talk about the league, Joe Jackson Gibbs. All right, goat. All I play for is goat. I love goat milk and goat meat. How about you?
I'll give you Joe Gibbs, one of the greats. Belichick is there. You have to put him there no matter what.
Yeah, but it was college.
But college, it's Saban. I know it's easy to say, but it's Saban.
I'm shocked with you, a Texas guy. I ain't hear the word Brown come out your mouth.
Darryl Royal, much more than Mac Brown. Darryl Royal won 3 national titles.
All right.
Goated.
This one right here split barbershops all across America.
Okay.
Best basketball player of all time.
Michael Jeffrey Jordan. And I'll tell you something. You can look at LBJ. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar should be up there. People never give Kareem
Bill Russell has the most rings.
Yes. But the one thing that Jordan did, 2 things. Number one.
Save the NBA. Save it.
Number one, this cat took off 3 years in his prime.
Yeah.
In his prime.
And went play baseball. And
Stunk. Yeah. Came back, won 3 more.
Yeah.
Took off 3 years in his prime. And number 2 is no basketball player has ever been feared like Michael Jordan. When LeBron James walks into arena, people are like, man, we got our hands full tonight.
Yeah.
People fear Jordan.
He owned decades. He was so damn good that other people didn't win. They only won when he took 3 years off.
Yeah, it's true.
That's dominant.
Never lost.
Now, I'm one of those people, I believe you can have more than one GOAT in your yard.
Sure.
I believe LeBron James is the GOAT. Mm-hmm. I believe Michael is the GOAT. But if they change the logo right now, it'll be Michael Jordan.
Yes.
All right. Now, LeBron, his longevity.
Amazing.
Has taken him past Michael number-wise. It's
true.
But I just think Michael just had, it's hard to go against MJ. I'm sorry.
It is.
Plus, he raised me here.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Yeah, he did.
Goated.
Yep. I'm goated.
Team mascots.
We just had a mascot talk. I just had a sit down with Teddy. And
you had to sit down with Teddy?
Yeah. And we were talking about the Wizards mascot.
G-Wiz?
G-Wiz. They say G-Wiz could be the number 2 mascot in all of sports.
What?
I was blown away.
Really?
They say G-Wiz is probably only second to Philadelphia Phillies.
Okay.
Mascot.
Oh, the Philly Fanatic is
Philly
great.
Fanatic.
Yeah.
You know, Teddy's so young in it, man.
Gritty is great, too.
Listen.
Those Philly mascots, they do a good job with
I
those.
just hate everything Philly.
I hear you.
Philly has a statue of a man that don't exist.
That's
Rocky
also true.
never existed. Philadelphia never existed. He's a mascot. All right, let's be honest. If I had to go mascot of all time, it won't be G-Wiz. I promise you that one. I love George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, and that Thomas Jefferson that we have at the Nats game.
Yes.
I love
running
them.
presidents?
I love the running presidents.
You know who I love? This mascot does not exist anymore. Look at the old videos of Youppi for the Expos. I'm telling you, he got kicked.
We were the national word.
He got kicked out of a game one time.
Yeah.
Because he had on pajamas and like a pajama cap. Look at this video on YouTube. And Tommy Lasorda, who was manager of the Dodgers at the time, was so angry. And Youppi would like go to sleep on the top of their dugout.
Yeah.
And Lasorda got so angry, he got him kicked out of the game.
Yes.
Youppi was awesome, man.
All right. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. The goated DC restaurants.
DC restaurants.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I got to think about this one for a second. Oh, one of our favorite restaurants to go to just around the corner from where we live, Nina May. You can walk there. The drinks are fantastic. The appetizers are fantastic. It's reasonably priced. It's nice. They got an outdoor space. That's kind of in our neighborhood, but we love that place.
All right. I would go, all right, got to show some love to Ben's Chili Bowl. Let's start there.
Yep.
You got to start there. Historic place. Oohs and Ahs is a soul food spot that don't sell pork.
What?
Yeah, so instead of like pork chops, it's lamb chops.
Oh, okay.
So instead of like, it's a very good restaurant. But I had to go to the best steakhouse to me in America with the butter cake of a king. Maestro's.
Oh, Maestro's is no joke.
You know I am a Maestro's guy. That butter cake right there, I don't know what they do to that butter cake, but it is special. Maestro's. Thank you.
Last one.
Yeah.
Goated. Song covers.
Yellow Brick Road. Yellow Brick Road, Elton John.
Yeah.
I once performed it in Japan. You know I've done karaoke on.
I know you love karaoke. Are you telling me the truth right now?
I am.
Okay. All right, this is going to sound blasphemous because it's not better than the original, but it's different in the way that it's done. You know Footsteps in the Dark by the Isley Brothers, right?
Of course I do.
Of course you do, right? So there is a 3-person group led by a woman called Cannons, and they're very like electronic, kind of hypnotic.
All right.
And they redid this song in a way that is so smooth and so chill.
Did they up-tempo it more?
No.
They chilled it out.
It's really chill.
All right.
I love the vibe to it where nothing can replace the Isley Brothers. I'm not saying that, but it's hard to take a song like that and just make it your own, and I love the way they cover that song.
Anything Luther Vandross, like it took me like 100 years to figure out that Luther wrote no songs. Luther just took other people's songs and sung it better than they did.
It's so true.
So everything Luther Vandross is a cover song. All right?
Yeah.
That's
one of the GOATs, too.
Yeah.
Talking about GOATed.
Luther.
That's smooth. I'm Jinx. Thanks for being with us on the Get Loud podcast presented by SeatGeek. Don't forget, free Agent Fridays. And in the comments, tell us who you want to see and some questions you want to ask. See ya.